Roll again.
I don't know what those hands are, but they're starting to freak me out a little.
So I'm here today with my old friend, Katie. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
Thanks for being here today. We are going to be playing the friendship game. Now, one of the reasons that I thought it'd be fun to play with Katie is because we were like best pals in college for a couple of years there, and then we moved to different cities and life happened. And before last week, I hadn't seen you in like 11 years.
Yeah.
Hashtag life. I thought that might make today's version of the friendship game extra fun. So why don't you go ahead and draw a topic card for us here today.
Any order?
Yeah. Okay. We are addressing, do your friends tell you the truth, and do you want them to? Are you ready?
As I ever will be.
The lava lamp. Okay.
Oh, yes.
All right. Okay.
Never had one.
Never?
No.
Okay.
4.
4.
1, 2, 3. E.
Okay. Okay, great. Go ahead and draw a card.
Okay. It's very exciting. How do you tell the truth to a friend in a way that doesn't make them mad? I would talk about the truth in how it relates to how I feel and how I think they might be feeling. So I would try to acknowledge what might be uncomfortable about the truth and explain that discomfort while being honest.
Okay, so you would still choose to be honest.
I would.
Yeah, while all of this is happening. All right, good.
Yeah?
Good answer.
Okay, good. Snaps for me.
Okay, yeah. All right, here we go. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What? No.
Yeah,
Is that?
yeah.
There you go.
Do you have blunt friends? And then a follow-up question, do you like it like that?
Huh. I do.
You do.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you maybe were my first blunt friend.
Yeah. Before I moved to New York, even.
But even before New York. Yeah.
Sure.
But I would say that I do like it like that, because even though there might be those moments where you're like, whoa, truth. Hello, good morning. But then I always knew where you stood. Like it helped me trust you.
I'm your blunt friend? I'm the bluntest of blunts?
Yeah, back in the day you were.
Oh,
like when we were 20.
Okay.
You absolutely
so I was just ahead
were.
of my time.
You were ahead of your time,
Okay.
yeah. But do I have blunt friends? Yes. I kind of wish that I had more blunt friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are some times with certain people where I'm like, what are you really thinking right now? Like times when people tell me the truth and it does sort of hurt a little bit. Those are moments that help me know, like, aha, this is a friend that I can trust.
Don't you feel like you always can tell when the truth is coming in a conversation? If you are asking something that you're searching for, don't you feel different when even that blunt friend says something honest? Is there a part of you that knows it's coming?
That's a good question.
I know I didn't roll the dice, sorry.
I guess not, because otherwise I wouldn't be fearful about it, right? Like the fact that I sometimes experience fear about, like, is this person being honest with me or not? That maybe is a sign that maybe I don't always, not all the people in my life.
That's a good response.
Yeah, not all the people in my life are as blunt as I would like them to be, I think.
I hope
Okay.
franchise on that. Oh boy. 2.
2.
Here I am, here I go. What's this? Do your friends tell you the truth? Yes, they all do. They all do, every day. I think for the most part they do.
Okay.
I feel like whether it's gonna feel good or not, I feel like I kind of demand it. See that? Where's that card about blunt friends? Yeah. So these two can live next to each other. Yeah, I need it. I need the truth from my friends.
Do you think that the friendships that you have retained over the years, or the ones that you continue to curate, do you think it's because those are people who tell you the truth?
Yeah.
Do you think the ones who don't, you kind of like...
I don't kind of do this. I just think I personally get more out of my relationships when they're honest. I don't need someone to tell me I'm good at something if I'm not. I'd rather know what I need to work on. I'd rather have someone say, like, that's not great, but here's a way to help you, or here's what I think you could do. Something that's constructive to hold on to is great, but when it's just someone, like you were saying, where they glaze over and everything's just lovely and perfect, well, it's not. I think that when people are honest, you can see where they are.
I like it.
Thanks.
Let's see what's coming up. Okay, 5. I'm going to continue around this way. All right. Is there a difference between telling the truth and being blunt? Oh, yes, there is. There's such a thing as bedside manner.
Yeah.
And I think there's definitely the difference between being like, you look fat in that dress.
Oh, God.
And, you know, that's maybe not the most flattering outfit for you to be wearing right now. I think that's important. And I think the art of friendship is being able to know what your different friends need.
Now I'm worried about blunt and blunt.
What do you mean?
Was I your blunt friend or your honest friend?
I think you were both.
All right.
I think you were both. And I really appreciated that because we were in such a season of college where it was so stressful and there was so much pressure. And I really just needed somebody like you, and thankfully it was you, to just like cut through the crap. Like, what exactly does this actually look like in a time where I didn't feel like...
Did it feel hurtful, or was it just something that at the time might have been hard to hear?
It was never hurtful. And I think part of that is just my backstory. I grew up as a kid actor and taking tap dancing lessons from a Vietnam drill sergeant. And so I think I had a pretty thick rhino skin.
I did not know.
Oh, yeah. Like, I feel like I was always pretty capable of
hearing something,
receiving difficult information. Like you said, if it's something that's going to help me move forward.
Right. You were interested in growth.
I was definitely interested in growth, and I continue to be. Like, that for me is still such a core value. How do you feel about growth these days?
It's essential. You need it.
Look, I guess we are still friends after all these years. Roll again, roll again.
I don't know what those hands are, but they're starting to freak me out a little.
Yeah.
What'd I hit?
3.
Oh.
Oh, are you going to go back down, or are you going to go towards the hands?
What, do they hold, all right, here, it's 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and you just, it just sits there then. Draw a card.
I really wanted them to clap for me. Again. But this time with the tiny hand. How did that happen? Wait.
That's what's so amazing about the friendship game. So now you have to answer this same question, but you have to do it wearing the tiny hands.
Oh, okay, great. Great.
So just put those on.
Okay.
I think they're on backwards, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, those are backwards. Switch around. It'll drive me crazy otherwise. Right. Okay, good. So now just make sure that all your gesturing and talking involves the tiny hands. Okay, good.
Is there a difference? That's my question.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a difference between telling the truth and being blunt?
I just want to read this one more time.
There you go.
Is there a difference between telling the truth and being blunt? Well, yeah, there is. Okay. There's a real difference. Some of it sometimes can feel like a suggestion and other times feel like a demand. So, I would say there's a huge difference.
Okay. And which do you think that you tend to err on the side of?
I would like to say I err on the side of truth, but sometimes I can be blunt.
Do you think there are moments that call for bluntness?
Yeah. When there's not as much time. You know, if you're standing outside and it's freezing cold and someone says, "How's the weather?" I don't know if I'm going to sit there and give you 5 sentences on it. I'm going to go, "It's cold."
Okay.
And it'll be blunt.
It's a very tasteful example.
Right. What else? These are real fun.
Yeah, nice, right?
I can't believe I was scared of them. And I think it's truth. I think sometimes you focus on the other person a little more. And blunt, I feel like, is sometimes a knee-jerk reaction.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I could certainly say in my own life, probably the blunt times have been in moments where I'm feeling attacked.
Yeah, you felt scared, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just worried.
Yeah, right? And I'm feeling a little nervous right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm starting to change how I feel about the hands. Okay, let's go on and get to my turn. You can take those off now. Yeah. Okay. 2.
I have moved them closer to
1, 2. Yeah, I don't love that. Oh, okay. I have to drink a sip of pickle juice. Whose idea was it to play this game?
A sip. That's a
sip. All right, that means I don't have to drink the whole thing, right?
Right.
All right. Oh, it's good for my health, right?
Good thing you have that water standing by.
Yeah.
You drank the whole thing.
Because when it's your turn, I want to be able to show I drank all of mine.
Okay. Yeah, it's good to know your limits.
That was nasty.
My turn.
Great.
Here we go. 4. I've seen that one again. I win!
Just like that?
I never win. This is amazing.
We're not out of cards yet. Does that mean I still have to take a turn?
Yes, because I win. I get to say you take a turn.
Okay.
Yes, winning! Look at this.
1.
Alright. It's gonna be pickle juice, isn't it?
You're really great, but you lose. Worst game
really
ever.
Great. I know, but that was so nice that I got to win.
That is really nice that you got to win. Wait. Now I sort of feel like I want to go back and I want to have a follow-up question.
Sure.
Okay, because I'd love to know, we haven't seen each other in a lot of years.
Yes.
What's something that you notice is different about me than when we became friends all those many years ago?
Oh. You seem completely the same and completely different. Completely the same in so much as your lust for life and your energy is the same. In the sense that I don't feel like you're like my one friend that doesn't age in that way, where it's like, wow, you're just, you have energy for days. You seem more comfortable to me now. You don't seem like you're searching as much as, like, we were kids in college, which I think everyone searches, but that's the biggest difference. You just seem like you're completely settled. That feels very comfortable to me and set for you.
Are you curious to know what I think?
Sure. I mean,
I don't have to tell you.
No, you can. Yeah, or not. But I still win. So it's okay. You can do whatever you want because I win. And I didn't have to drink that yet.
You didn't. Somehow you got away with it. Not only did you win the game, you didn't have to drink pickle juice.
I feel double winning.
You are double winning. Yeah. I would like to say that I think too that you are much more comfortable saying things that might be a little more tender-hearted than you once were. I think you're much more forward with those kinds of things. I think it used to take you a little bit longer to show your soft underbelly. And I feel like that's a place that you're able to go just
now
sort
I
of
just turn over.
Yeah.
Like a little puppy.
So it's a good thing.
Oh, good.
Well, 3 cheers to many more years to come, friend. Thanks for playing the friendship game.
Yes, we did it.
All right.
We did it.
Do you think you would ever play this again?
Yeah, I would not drink the pickle juice though.
New day, new
or
game.
Have like a hot sauce challenge in there.
That's a great idea.
You can write it down. We'll talk about
it. We'll talk about it. Okay. See you next time.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching, everybody. For more Adam's Answers episodes, you can click right here. And please don't forget to subscribe. That happens down here. Laugh a little, think a lot, love better.